Good morning, everyone. It's been a while. Ano ang mangyayari sa extra rice sa ating katawan kapag nakain natin ito? We are live here now in Saigon Airport. And today, pag-uusapan natin yung extra rice. And it's also my first time to go live after more than 1 week ba? Or I think just about 8 days, no? 8 or 7 days since my surgery. So, hindi pa fully healed, but this is me now. Okay? And yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon is kung ano yung mangyayari sa extra rice na kinakain natin sa ating katawan while I'm also having my breakfast. And maya-maya, I will show you kung ano yung kinakain ko because we are here in the lounge. So may free food and it's also, I'm on vacation. At alam niyo naman that when I am on vacation at kapag merong free breakfast yung hotel or wherever we are, we usually avail them. So these are the special occasions na kung saan kumakain tayo. And I know it's Holy Week and marami yung kumakain ng hindi man extra rice but in the form of other rice na malagkit. So yung mga kakanin sa Pilipinas, lahat ng mga kinakain natin mostly yung hinahain natin during Holy Week kasi hindi tayo kumakain ng meat, especially for Catholics. Pero, nasosobrahan naman tayo sa carbohydrates, especially sa mga kakanin. Ano ba yung paborito nyong kakanin? Kung meron kayong mga kakanin dyan na hindi low carb, ano yon? And before, I used to love kakanin also. Pero ngayon, I realized na marami rin palang low carb kakanin na sobrang sarap din. And so, bakit natin iniiwasan yung rice? Bakit natin sinasabi na meron tayong life without rice. And before we answer that, ipapakita ko muna sa inyo kung ano yung plate ko. So, nakasimula na akong kumain kanina and I will just show you. So, yung first, of course, itlog. Kahit saan may itlog. So, this is just hard-boiled egg na almost maubos ko na. And then, meron silang chicken. So, eto ay chicken. So, this is chicken. And then, we also have chicken flakes. So, para siyang meat floss. So, this is chicken floss. Cheeses, cheese and dairies. Remember, nasa caution list natin yan. We've discussed this already. And also, we have cold cuts. So, this is breakfast. 1 hour late yung Vietnam. So, 7:57 a.m. pa lang tayo dito. And the only food here na hindi carnivore, na hindi meat would be the lime because gusto ko ng maasim. I like maasim. And then they have the salt and pepper. Kasi para sa akin, the usual na sinaserve na pagkain in buffet, kulang talaga sa alat. So I'm happy that they have salt and pepper na nilalagay ko lang dyan. And of course, you also have butter. So yan yung butter natin. And for our drinks, meron tayong black coffee and of course, just plain water. So yun lang yun. So bakit natin iniiwasan yung rice, most especially extra rice? This is because ang mangyayari sa rice sa katawan, yung energy na hindi mo nako-convert into energy kasi yung trabaho mo hindi naman gaganon kabigat. Or kahit pa nagtatrabaho ka ng may bigat, but your body can actually just metabolize so much when it comes to the rice that you are eating. So kapag kumain ka ng extra rice, ibig sabihin kumain ka ng rice na more than what you need in that time. So yung mangyayari niyan, mako-convert ito first into glycogen. So liver glycogen. So liver glycogen, ito yung storage form ng rice. So yung rice is a form of starch. So starch is a plant-based na complex carbohydrate. So, ibig sabihin yung mga pagkain na nasa pananim, na nasa kanin, na nasa root crops, nasa kamote, nasa patatas, those are starch. So, kapag na-process na ito ng ating katawan, ng ating intestines, ng ating atay, and everything in our body, mabe-breakdown yon into glucose. So, yung glucose, yun na yun, pwede na yung gamitin as energy. But again, we are talking about extra rice. So, extra glucose na hindi nagagamit as energy, the first part, okay, is gagawin niya itong glycogen. So, glycogen galing sa coins, for example. So, you can think of it as different currency. So, for example, yung ating rice, kasi mas madali pag-usapan if it comes to money. So, for example, isang 50 peso bill, okay? Isang 50 peso bill na kinain natin. So, it's whole 50 peso bill. Kapag ma-process na sa ating katawan, it become 50 peso na coins. Okay? So magiging coins na siya. And then, since nasa katawan na natin siya, sumobra na yung coins na yon, hindi na natin magamit, and our body will process that. So, hindi niya ito pwedeng store as coins kasi mabigat. Di ba tayo, ayaw din natin ng coins kasi mabigat siya sa ating bulsa. Yung katawan natin, ayaw din niya ng maraming glucose. Ayaw din niya ng maraming mabibigat na maliliit. So, it will make it whole again. Igagawin niya namang store. But since yung 50 peso na bill is like the starch na nasa plants, this time, i-convert natin siya into $1. $1. So, isang buong papel na $1, yun na yung iso-store, pero sa ating liver. Yun yung tinatawag na glycogen. Okay? So, gets ba natin yan? So, that is our liver glycogen. So, our glycogen is capable of approximately, meron siyang mga around 2,000 kilocalories of glycogen stores. So, ibig sabihin, if that is 2,000 kilocalories, so nasa divided by 4, kasi nga, per gram of carbohydrates is equal to 4 calories. So, around mga nasa 500 grams. Okay? Kalahating kilo, halos kalahating kilo ng ating liver would actually go into liver glycogen. So, that is storage form ng ating katawan. Magagamit natin yan in times na konti yung pagkain o na-delay ka sa pagkain. So, that will be burned. Okay? Mabe-burn yan. And then, yung ngayon, pagkatapos niyang ma-store into glycogen, kasi for example, kumain ka ng umaga and then kumain ka naman ng hapon, actually, yung glycogen ng mga taong hindi nagpa-fasting, yung hindi nag-intermittent fasting, always puno. So most likely puno yan. Although part of this nakukontian kapag overnight fast tayo, kapag tayo ay natutulog, but generally, kapag tayo ay kumakain 3 times a day, 4 times a day, at kapag nag-midnight snacks pa, most likely, yan ay puno pa rin. So, that is why, karamihan actually, sa extra rice na kinakain, especially yung mga mahihilig sa extra rice, it is going to be stored as fats. Yes, magiging taba po yung extra rice. That is why maraming mga nanay, we have a lot of neighbors before when we were still young, na we live in the province at ang buhay doon hindi talaga ganon ka 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 easy. Okay, so marami, we have neighbors who are also working as laundry women, we have neighbors who are also working in the cafeteria, in the karinderya, lahat ng neighbors namin. So, maraming mga nanay at sinasabi nila hirap na hirap sila sa buhay, but they are not looking as if naghihirap sila. Alam niyo ba kung bakit? They are all very big. Ang lalaki nila, yung tiyan nila ang lalaki. So, even if sabi nila nahihirapan sila sa buhay, but they actually don't look like nahihirapan sila because they are so fat, they are overweight, tumataba sila. At kung titingnan mo naman, sasabihin nila, wala silang budget sa pagkain, wala silang mabiling ulam. But what are they consuming? They are consuming loads of rice. So, kapag kumakain sila actually, yung isang plato, isang bandehado ng rice sa umaga, sa tanghali, and sa hapon, yung snacks nila, puro kanin. And they are not even thinking na yun mismo yung nagpapataba sa kanila, kahit walang ulam. Kaunting soy sauce lang, kaunting asin lang, and then maybe dried fish, and then kakaunting isang itlog. And then, why are they becoming so fat? Kahit pa umiiwas sila sa kaing taba, umiiwas sila sa pork, hindi sila kumakain ng chicken skin, hindi sila kumakain ng butter like I'm doing, like butter, itlog, cheese, and all meat. So, meron pa, lahat tayo dito, puro mga fatty foods is usually what we are eating. But without rice, actually, hindi yan magiging taba sa ating katawan because our body will just use that as energy. And yung mangyayari naman sa rice na kinakain natin na extra, after na napuno na natin yung ating liver glycogen, it will now store fats. First in our liver then, and then after, kapag sobra, pwede po itong maging store ng fat sa ating katawan mismo. So that is why the extra rice that you are eating, yun talaga yung nagpapataba sa atin. Meron tayong tinatawag na de novo lipogenesis. So de novo lipogenesis is our body's capacity to make fats from non-fat sources. So merong makinarya yung ating katawan. Meron siyang makinarya na kung saan na i-convert niya yung kanin, and it will now be converted into another form of energy. So, kung ang starch, yung simula, kanin, is like 50 peso bill, and then kapag nasa ating katawan na, magiging coins na ito, like 50 pieces ng piso. And then kapag ma-store ito as glycogen in our liver, magiging ano ito, $1 bill, di ba? 50, $1 bill. And then, if ever naman na maiko-convert pa natin ito, pwede itong maging fats. At kapag alam nyo ba yung equivalent ng fats? Yung equivalent ng fats parang gold na kahit pakatiting lang, but it's very, very valuable. So, fats actually is the best storage form. It is the best storage form kasi kakaunting space lang yung i-occupy niya sa katawan, but it is already loaded with energy. So 1 gram of fats is equivalent to 9 grams or 9 kilocalories of energy, as compared, for example, for carbohydrates, for proteins, na 1 gram of protein or carbohydrates ay equivalent to only 4 grams, 4 kilocalories only. So that's why ang fats, yun yung pinaka the best na actually, isa siya sa pinaka the best na form of storage. But it is only going to be the best kapag ito ay nasa tama lang yung amount nito sa ating katawan. That is sa mga babae, less than 35% of the body weight. Ideally, less than 30 kung kayang maging 25, although hindi tayo 25. So, we can just go as low as 30 and below percent. For males, you can go as low as 20 or 15% of your body weight, and that is going to be helping sa pag-optimize ng health niyo, because too much fats will lead into insulin resistance, nagkakaroon ng metabolic syndrome, it's inflammatory, at nagproproduce ito ng maraming hormones that can also jeopardize the many processes ng ating katawan. So, maraming salamat for all the good comments and the beautiful comments na pinagsasabi ng lahat-lahat. Thank you so much. It's actually my first live pagkatapos ng ating surgery. Medyo magapa, actually. Medyo masakit pa siya ng konti. Pero somewhat, it's okay. At eto talaga yung pinaka-amazing, the healing of low carb. So, I've been low carb even if I'm traveling. So, kung nakikita nyo, actually, wala siyang masyadong mark. So, hindi siya obvious, di ba? Tingnan nyo, the healing na ganito, kahit ako mismo, kahit alam kong inoperahan, I cannot see the suture lines. Ganon ka-amazing. Si Chad Erasga, may something different sa'yo ngayon. Hindi mo kasi nabalitaan, nagpa-opera tayo. Just look at our page and in our YouTube channel. Yes, na-update natin dyan. Hindi naman tayo nagsisinungaling. So, this is us version 2.0, and thank you to my Dr. Edward Yap for my operation, and also all my other mentors na very supportive, and all of my fellows sa facial aesthetics, plastic core of ENT surgeons in the Philippines. And right now, I'm still on vacation, and I hope you are also enjoying your time with your family, with your solitude, or if you are also on fasting. So I hope hindi kayo na-entice sa pagkain ko kanina. And before we end, I will show you, meron akong nakitang fruit, because when I travel usually, hindi na ako nagka-carbs talaga, like the ones na weakness ko before, like the pasta, the breads, the pastries, the desserts, and ano pa ba? Yung mga pansit, kasi mahilig talaga ako sa mga pansit before, noodles. But now I can say no to them. But when I see like new fruit na hindi ko kilala, I really have to try that. So meron akong nakita kanina. This is worth 130 pesos. So 1 kilo siya. So alam niyo ba kung ano to? So this is yung hinanap ko siya. Ang pangalan niya kasi dito, Sori, S-O-R-I. So I searched it in Google at eto yung lumabas. So Sori is also known as Barbados cherry or wild crepe myrtle. So, yung kanyang nutrition facts is mga 8 grams yung kanyang carbohydrates per 100 gram. And then, yung kanyang, I'll show you para makita ninyo kung paano tayo mag-compute. So, per 100 grams ng wild crepe myrtle or Barbados cherry, 100 grams, meron siyang 8 grams na total carbohydrates. And yung fiber dito is 1.1. So, nasa 7 grams yung net carbohydrates. So, per 100 gram nito is merong 7 grams of carbs. So, as long as kung meron naman tayong up to 50 grams of carbohydrate allowance in a day. So we can actually accommodate like 7 times 5, half kilo of this. So this is 1 whole kilo. Hindi nyo naman maraming makakain kasi hindi siya matamis. So nafe-feel ko talaga na hindi siya low carb. I think that one, yung ano niyan, yung nutrition facts noon para sa hinog na hinog, the ripe ones. So yung ripe, I will show you ha, para makita natin. So, oo, tumangos na ilong ko, no? Salamat sa suporta. So, this one is the ripe one. Pero marami rin yung hilaw. So, yung lasa niya, para siyang mixture ng siniguelas and ano nga yung pink? Yung pink, that pink fruit. Merong pink fruit na meron din doon. Ano pangalan nun? Tambis. I'm not sure. Tambis yung pangalan sa amin. So, this one, and then, isa-isa, yung shape niya parang batuan if you're in Visayas or in Mindanao, you know batuan, so that is something sour. So yun lang. So if you eat, maliliit lang siya, and then meron siyang mga seeds. Ayan, malaki yung seeds. So actually, konti-konti lang talaga. So, yung lasa niya, parang mixture ng tambis and siniguelas. Makopa? This is makopa? Makopa is tambis. Thank you, Alexa and Yvette. Maraming salamat. Makopa, yun pala yun. So, yun. So, I will continue with my breakfast. At tandaan nyo lang kung merong magtanong kung anong mangyayari sa exercise sa katawan, sabihin nyo, if you're not fasting, most likely, magiging tabayan directly. But if you are doing intermittent fasting, maybe magiging glycogen muna siya sa liver ninyo. And if ever na puno na yung inyong liver glycogen kasi hindi naman kayo nagka-cardio, hindi naman kayo nag-exercise, then most likely it will just going to be turned as fats. Now, meron namang mag-argue, para naman kami na mga hindi tumataba because I think 50% of Filipinos ay hindi naman talaga tumataba kahit pas gabundok yung kanilang kinakaing rice. But the scary part there is not just the effect of rice actually. It's not just the direct effect when it comes to sugar, but the effect also of insulin in our body. So that is why kapag sobra-sobra yung kinakain kanin, kahit pa hindi tumataba, it can lead into inflammation na nagkakaroon ito ng pagtubo ng mga bukol. So usually in our practice, sa nakikita natin in our experience, yung mga taong hindi tumataba when they eat a lot of carbs kahit hindi sila tumataba, sila yung mga taong merong hika, merong malalaki yung tiyan, merong fatty liver, merong PCOS na sa mga babae, may GERD, meron ding mga prostate enlargement sa iba, merong mga bukol sa kanilang mga joints, and yung iba, merong mga parating pananakit ng katawan. And yeah, fatty liver and gallbladder stones. Gallbladder stones is our active masterclass right now na kung saan tayo nagkakaroon ng live Q&A this every weekend. So, iba yung itsura ko ngayon kasi hindi kayo nakabalita eh. You follow our page because I do updates there. Sa page natin, nandun lahat. And nandun yung ating updates kung bakit nag-iba yung ating mukha. So, shirataki rice ba? Para ba siyang goma? So, yung shirataki rice, wala talaga yan kahit anong texture. It's just that ano lang siya. It's para siyang hangin. Parang nga siyang styrofoam actually. So I don't actually recommend it as replacement. What I recommend is to remove and have a life without rice altogether. Hindi natin kailangan yung rice sa ating buhay. It's just an emotional attachment. And what is good is we remove ourselves of the attachment na hindi essential sa ating pamumuhay. So, yun lang muna for now. Maraming salamat everyone. I will not disturb your Holy Week anymore. I will try if we can still go live in the coming days. But if ever hindi, always remember, of course, as always, to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Maraming salamat po. Have a good day, everyone. And may you have a peaceful Holy Week ahead. Thank you. See you then. Bye.